now 9:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So today I'm going to show you exactly what I do. First thing I do is check the news. Then I'm going to set up my charts. And then I set an alert. Wait for my setup. First part of my news routine, okay? Go to forexfactory.com. Click on the details here. If you don't understand what it says, you can either use this plugin that I gave you guys yesterday. Okay. Actual housing starts data released by Census Bureau. Actual housing starts will gives you the stats, current impact, USD, housing starts, the data is reported monthly, so on and so forth. So read this. Housing starts means is the annualized number of new residential buildings that began construction during the previous month. Down here, why traders care. It's a leading indicator of economic health because building construction produces a wide-reaching ripple effect. So previously, it was 1.56 million. Forecast was 1.48. It's 1.43. That's bad. Okay. Next, we're going to go over here to TradingView. Okay. We're going to click on this right here. We're going to go ahead and click on that there to summarize it. I want you to scan it. Just look for the important stuff. So this is important. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has risen for a seventh straight day. That's important. The DJI faces resistance at maximum Fibonacci retracement. Whenever that happens, you're going to want to look for reversals. And also this, support is expected in 34712 to 34565 area for the Dow to resume its breakout run. Move on to the next one. Here we go, summarize that. Futures lackluster as Wall Street digests more bank earnings. Goldman Sachs reported lower Q2 earnings, causing its stock to slip 0.4%. Dow futures are. Economists expect the Federal Reserve to raise its benchmark interest rate by 25 basis points on July 26, according to Reuters poll. That's really important. Pay attention to that. So make a note on your calendar or on your chart, July 26. Just got an alert. RSI is overbought, but we'll get back to that. There's time. There's an entire trading day. Next one. EM debt holds analysts' allegiance as clarity kicks in. No idea what that means. Let's go. Maintains a negative view on the US dollar. Balance of risk could lead to wider external debt spreads by year end. Here's the important part. The Dow Jones Industrial Average posts its highest close since April 2022. That means we're either looking for a breakout today or a reversal on the Dow. And we have our answer. The pattern projection suggests eventual new highs in the 3,700 area of the Dow Jones Industrial. I'm going to grab my horizontal tool. I'm going to put it at 3,700. So what this means is, I'm in this trade right now. I should probably move my TP down. Okay, so we're either looking for a reversal here to the downside, or we're looking to break out and keep pushing up. Nobody knows. All right, so what did we learn? We learned that housing market is down. Okay, that's not good for the dollar or the U.S. U.S. equity is up, which is good. And the Dow may either have a breakout or a reversal today. Now, here's going to be my strategy today. Okay, so now I'm going to do the charting. So now that I know that there's possibly either going to be a breakout at 3,700 or a reversal at 3,700 because there's good news and bad news in the market, I'm going to set an alert at 3,700 and I'm going to chart my supply and demand zones above that area. And this is how you do it. Let's go over to the daily. Now that we're in the daily, you can see where 3,700 is. We have major rejection there. So economists are thinking it's going to break out. Well, they don't really know. They said it might break out or it might not break out. So as I said, put a light at 3,700 today and set an alert on it. Now I'll come down to my 1 hour chart. On my 1 hour, I look for areas of support and resistance. And the way I do that is by leaving candles and going to line. We're going to start with the areas below the 3,700 mark. The reason I switched it to line is just easier to see those reversal points, a lot easier to see them. I like to use the horizontal ray, and you're looking for points like this. Right there, right there. That's one too, but it's already coincides with the other one. Right there, and down here, and here. Now that gives us a good idea of where the market would go if we do have a rejection. Now we're going to do the same thing for the top of the 3,700 area. To do that, we got to go back quite a bit. Okay, we have a couple here. There we go. They're right there, right there. I would not mark off these. It's too far from where price is moving right now, meaning where we are today. This is December. Also want to make a note of where the RSI is. The RSI is overbought. So my bias today is probably going to be a short because it went all the way up. This is the 1 hour chart. Went all the way up, okay? Came back down, and now it's going back up, but then it's getting weak. So anytime the RSI is here, I'm always looking for shorts. Next, we're going to look for areas of supply and demand. To do that, we go down to our 15-minute chart. Sorry. Switch back to our candles. As you can see, just quick break. Market opened, just opened is 935 right now, and it's pushing up to 3,700. So that's right around my TP. I gotta switch that real quick. We're not going to find areas of supply and demand up here. It's too far back. Okay, we're just going to do this area, take profit there. That's another take profit. That's another take profit. We're going to watch out for these areas. But below, we have a lot of areas of supply and demand. To mark them off, you're going to grab your rectangle tool. Whenever you see a reversal like this, you want to cover with the rectangle tool the last red candle before move to the upside, or the last green candle before move to the downside. We have a huge one right here, and another one right here, but it already coincides with this one, so I'm not going to mark it off. I'm also going to make a note on the RSI that is overbought. So I usually do this on my phone, but I'm just writing it down for you guys. So 1 hour RSI down. 15-minute RSI down. Next, I'm going to go to my heat map. I'm going to refresh it. Make sure you're on Dow Jones Composite. Now look at this heat map. This is when there's imbalance in the market. Some news is good, some news is bad. Traders don't know what to do. You have to remember that the market's based on sentiment. Sentiment, what does that mean? Just how people feel, okay? They react based on what they read and what the news is. So what you want to do is exactly what I just did there. Stay emotionally unattached and just look for your moves and wait. So with that said, my bias is the short. I'm going to go back out to my 1 hour chart. I'm going to set an alert on the RSI. Well, I'm going to do it a little bit lower. Add alert. You're going to want to do crossing down. I'm going to type possible short. And I put a reminder here for myself to go to the 15-minute time frame and 1 minute time frame and evaluate candles and volume. The volume is going to tell you how strong the reversal is. So if we get to 3,700 and you see a big red candle in higher time frames, that means more than likely it's going to reverse. And if you look at the candles and you see big wicks to the top, right? Red candles, big wicks to the top, that means selling pressure has entered the market. I'm going to hit create. I'm also going to go ahead and put this right there. And we'd be looking to go down to this area, or this area. It's highly unlikely that the market will go all the way down here today. I set my risk reward to 1 to 4. I input these numbers into my MetaTrader or whatever you trade on, and then I wait. Patience is a virtue. You have to be patient, okay? So overall, I'm bearish. Could be wrong, but we're ready for anything. If the market does magically have a breakout, I'll go from this zone to this zone. Grab my long. I set my risk reward, same thing, around 1 to 4. This would be our first area of interest. This is the second one. This is the third. But that's just crazy. I don't think the market will go all the way up there. You guys have a great day. Look out for that 3,700 mark. If you trade the euro, the dollar, whatever it is, go to a news website that gives you news about that. I personally don't trade the euro, but it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. This, what I'm showing you here can be applied across the markets. You guys have a wonderful day. All right. Bye-bye.